video 19 of 101. This video is about washing up. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of the cooking techniques series in the 101 guides. This last video is going to be about the last thing you have to do when you're finished cooking all of your meals, and that is washing up. And it's probably the part that everybody absolutely hates, but it is essential to keeping this cycle going every single day, making sure you're not getting bogged down. There are some really simple things to keep in mind to make washing up way easier than it has to be. So the number one tip that I've already mentioned before is rinsing everything as soon as you are done using it. Every single pot, every single utensil, everything you have ever used, as soon as you are done using it, rinse it off. Even bowls that you're eating out of, as soon as you're done eating out of them, rinsing them out is going to be essential to making sure that washing your dishes is a much easier process. Even if you're just leaving that bowl in the sink with some water in it for until you have time to clean up, that's totally fine. Just making sure that there is some kind of liquid element, because otherwise that food is going to dry on and it is going to be a huge pain in the ass to clean, and you are not going to want to do it. I have a really great flow for how to clean up a kitchen very easily. When I look at my kitchen and I see a huge mess, what I want to do first is grab all of the things that I can put away. If I have some ingredients that I just need to close and put back into the fridge or the pantry, I put everything away that has a spot. Then I gather all of my garbage. I have my organic garbage, my recycling, and my garbage, which there's usually not a whole lot of garbage. It's usually recycling and compost. I gather all of it together and I dispose of the compost. I usually will dispose of the recycling in that time frame as well. Once I've collected all the garbage and it's out of the way, I will then take that time to wash all of the dishes as thoroughly as I can. I have this really awesome dishwashing tool that I use. There's a couple varieties that you can use. You can just use sponges, but I really like this sponge on the end of a handle here, because then I don't have to really get into it. I can kind of wash my food from afar, if you will. When the sponge gets old, you can just pop it off and throw it out and replace them. The replacements I think cost about $4 for two, and then the thing itself was about $3. The handle will be fine. You might want to give it a rinse every once in a while. My sponges, I'll keep them on there for about a week or so. So you wash your dishes, and then everything's washed. You keep them, you dry them, or you just let them sit to dry, and then you wipe down all of your counters. You might have seen in the kitchen prep video that I was just brushing everything onto the floor. That's how I clean up my counters. I just brush everything onto the floor and then I sweep up and toss that into the garbage there, and then I will throw out my recycling, throw out my compost garbage, and throw out my garbage as well. So very simple, easy way to clean up, just making sure you put everything away that has a space, and then collecting things into certain piles. You've got your recycling over here, you've got your organic compost over there, you've got your dishes all in one section there, making sure that there's no garbage on the dishes section so you can just kind of start to grab them and wash, and have your drying section right beside there. And then once all the dishes are washed, disposing of the garbage in the proper way, and then wiping down all of the countertops, sweeping up all the dirt on the floor, disposing that in the garbage, and then getting rid of everything. Washing up is super critical. It's not the most fun thing, but if you have someone in the kitchen hanging out with you, just having a simple conversation or even just blaring some music while you're washing your dishes can make it fly by. I hope you guys have learned a lot in this cooking series. The next 23 videos are going to be all about the different food groups. So now you know how to cook, and now we need to learn, what are you going to cook?